Hello everyone, welcome back again to the Watchtower, and today I'm going to be going over the animated movie, The Reign of the Supermen. That's coming up right after this. Alright everyone, like I said, today going over The Reign of the Supermen animated movie. Now this is the sequel to the animated movie Death of Superman, which came out last year, and this movie came out the last weekend of January. So I know I'm a little behind with it, but has some other stuff going on, but I watched it. Let's go over it now. So, basic synopsis of the movie is that Superman has been gone 6 months at this point, and the world is in a really bad place because of it. No one really realized how much Superman took care of, because he's the most powerful being on the planet. He can be everywhere, pretty much everywhere. He dealt with a lot of stuff, so the Justice League, the world, is really feeling the loss of Superman. In this vacuum, 4 new characters have emerged, all claiming to be Superman, trying to fill that void. They are Superboy, Steel, the Eradicator, and Cyborg Superman. Each one having some sort of aspect or personality trait of Superman and trying to help society. That's synopsis. Let's go into the pros of the movie first. First pro, the voice cast. As always, DC Animation does a really good job of casting these movies. Rainn Wilson is back in as Lex Luthor. He, once again, does a really good job. Rebecca Romijn as Lois Lane. She's back in this one again from the last movie. She does a really good job. The Justice League is in it briefly. They're not as much as they were in the other movie, but they have a brief part, and once again, all the voice actors in that do a really good job. The new voice characters in this one, Cress Williams as Steel, good job by him. Cameron Monaghan as Superboy, he does a good job being a little cocky at points, but also having empathy and stuff, and he does a really good job as Superboy. He probably has the most voice work and screen time of any of the new Superman. He does a really good job. The Eradicator is not really in it a whole lot. He's not really asked to do a lot of the voice actor for that, so it's alright. And then Cyborg Superman, he does, the voice actor who does that, and I'm not 100% sure who that is, but he does a really good job as well. There's parts where he has to be extremely emotional, or stoic, or just like full with rage, anger, and he does a really good job nailing all those different aspects of the Cyborg Superman character. Other pro from it is the ending fight scene is pretty cool. This is not going to spoilers, but at the end of the movie, the real Superman returns, and he fights Cyborg Superman, and it's a pretty good fight sequence and everything. So the animation for that is really good. All the fight scenes are always pretty good in these animated movies that DC does, but this one, kind of like with the Doomsday battle in the last movie, this one again, really good fight scene. Okay, so that's for the pros. Now to get into the cons of the movie. First con I have is, once again, this new animation style that they're doing for their contemporary DC movies. I'm not enjoying it. This blend of anime and stuff where it's not full anime, and it's just like, I just don't like it. The facial expressions are weird. I wish they would get back into like traditional animation like they had with Justice League and Batman the Animated Series and some of their earlier DC animated movies, Under the Red Hood, The Dark Knight Returns, some of that kind of stuff. I know that some movies coming up is going to go back into that traditional animation. I hope it stays like that, because this blend is just I don't like it. So that's a con for me. It's my opinion, but that's a con. Another con, lack of characterization. I didn't really feel like I learned anything about any of these characters. Besides Cyborg Superman, which had some good characterization, everybody else was pretty much just there. Like, you didn't really learn anything about Steel. He was just, like, he was just like, I don't know. Like, the voice acting was good, but there was just, like, nothing, like, there. I didn't feel a connection to any of these characters. Eradicator was just blah, nothing there. Superboy. It's just lack of characterization. Even when Superman returned and Lois Lane were reunited, there wasn't really anything there between them. They just didn't write, like, there should have been like a big moment or something where they're reunited, and there just wasn't that. It was just so the characterization was just no good, and the same goes with this plays right off that there's no emotional depth to this movie at all. There's no, it's just like everybody's like just going through the motions story-wise. It's just there's no one's, it feels like there's no one connected to each other. It's just not great. There's just no, I didn't feel connected watching anybody on screen. I mean, I should have felt something when Superman came back between him and Lois, but it was just like, there was like 2 seconds and she saw him and they saw each other, and then boom, he's all fighting Cyborg Superman. There's no, and even at the end of the movie, after this, when they're wrapping it up, they really didn't have a moment to be together because they met and they were just getting ready to sit down and talk and everything, and then he gets a call that the Justice League needs him and he's off again being Superman. And I know they're trying to say that, like, yeah, that's how stuff's gonna be, but you know, let a moment breathe a little bit. Let them have a character moment. Don't just jump right off to the next adventure. My final con is the twist in this. The twist in this is that Darkseid is behind the entire thing. He's behind the Doomsday monster showing up in the last movie and it's killing Superman, and he's behind Cyborg Superman coming to Earth and posing as a good guy, and it's all part of this whole elaborate plan to make the Earth vulnerable so he can come back and take it over because there's no Superman, and he gets rid of the Justice League, he teleports into a boom tube and goes across the universe. So it's this whole big plan to take over the universe, to take over Earth. And it just does not work. Like, the whole point of it is they're trying to set up the next thing, the next movie that happens, and Darkseid's coming back, and it's such a big deal. Like, why? Just have, not everything has to be connected, just have Doomsday be an unstoppable monster from Krypton like he was in the comics, and just come and just destroy Superman. Don't have this whole elaborate plan where it's all Darkseid and everything. The twist was weak, and it really, I saw it coming like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, because they just didn't explain any backstory of a character or anything, and Cyborg Superman showed up and everything. They didn't explain his backstory like they did in the comics, so I was like, and just certain things that were happening, I was like, oh, they're gonna show this Darkseid. And it's just, it was all done just to set up the next movie and to make that movie happen, and it just didn't pay off. So this movie was just, I did not think it was good. I think it's probably one of their worst animated movies that they've done. A lot of these more current ones that they've done have not been great, and this has been probably the worst one they've done in recent memory. I would give it probably a 4 out of 10. It was just, it didn't connect with me. There wasn't any emotional depth. Like I said before, it was just blah. It was just there. It wasn't even like super entertaining. There was some good fight scenes, but other than that, it just wasn't. So, I mean, if you're a big fan of Superman and you like these animated movies, I'd say check it out. But other than that, don't waste your time, basically. It just wasn't it wasn't great. But I'm hoping that some of these other movies they have coming out are going to pick up and going to be better. They have Justice League vs. the Fatal 5 coming out a little bit later this year, and that looks good. Batman Hush is coming out this year as well. They have a Wonder Woman one, so I hope all these ones coming out, I really hope they're better, because this one was it wasn't good. Alright everyone, well that has been my review of the Reign of the Supermen animated movie by DC Animation. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time in the Watchtower.